Okay. So these have importance in different sections of industry, usually in the finance. Okay. This is the normal distribution. This is the calculation of standard deviation and variance. Yeah, this is standard normal distribution. Okay. So standard normal distribution we will see later. What standard normal distribution is. We will talk about that later. Standard normal distribution is similar to that of your normal distribution, but here the expression somewhat changes. Like what was the expression for normal distribution? That your mean should be equals to your median, right? But since it is standard normally distributed, it says that your mean value should always be 0 and your standard deviation should always be 1. Okay, this expression will remain no problem. Since we are just using one extra word here in front of normal distribution, this additional expression comes into the picture, which says that your mean should equal to 0 and your standard deviation will be equal to 1. What I told you, what was standard deviation? We are going to club some entries up. You can see every 5 entries are getting clubbed up and it is giving me one standard deviation both in the positive and negative direction. Then 2 standard deviation both in the negative and positive direction. Can you see that? Within exact 5 entries, we are having the values coming here. Okay. So what it is trying to tell, the dispersion is equal. Dispersion means the spread of the data is equal, right? Understand this thing. What is the spread of data I'm talking about? Consider that gym example. What I told you, first we are having 7.5 plate, then we are having 7.5 plate, then we are having 10 plate, 12.5 plates, okay, kg plates, okay. But since I am going to keep the same set of plates, but if I arrange somewhat like this will not give you such kind of standard deviation. Getting it? So it is telling me that the dispersion of the data set from the mean is equal. Okay, it is equally distributed, properly settled. But if you are having the combinations like this 7.5 coming into the picture first, then 100, then 12.5, it is not standard normally distributed. There is a possibility that may be normal distribution where you will find mean is equals to median, right? Because by default, the numbers are same. You can find the median of such numbers as same as well. But to make this standard normally distributed, the values should properly align. Okay. When the alignment comes in the proper direction, you will find the mean as 0 and the standard deviation as 1. It is stating that you are having equal value in the positive direction and equally value in the negative direction. Yeah. Median will also equals to become 0. So this is the scenario coming into the picture. I'll show you. Don't worry, okay? Since we are going to have that data set which is following the standard normal distribution, you will see the concept. Okay? And it will show you the proper bell-shaped curve as well. Okay. So the deviation, it is stating that deviation is equal in both the directions from the mean. Okay. So I can say that we are having this straight line. We are starting from 0. We are considering that straight line as 0. Equally, we will move in the positive direction. Equally, we will move in the negative direction. That is your normally distributed data. Getting it? Don't worry. The proper application of this, we will understand with the help of your data set. 2 data sets which I have given you right now. Okay. There is some empirical rule as well that we will also see. So if you can see the data set of Glaxo and VEMF, right? We will read those data set. We will try to find the standard normal distribution there. And we will find what is the gain percentage. Okay. So we will do the case study on those 2 data sets. Okay. Just keep some patience to understand standard normal distribution. It is similar. It's just the calculation changes a bit where mean will become 0 and standard deviation will become 1. Okay. No. If the standard deviation is 1, means what? If you are moving one hand in this direction, one hand in this direction, you are getting the similarly deviated path. You can see that 5 entries here, 5 entries here. But when the standard deviation is 2, what will happen? If you are going to move 2 entries here, 2 entries here, you will find different 2 values. Okay? You cannot directly hop into 2 deviations. You have to go one by one. Okay? So every one time, this is your 1 deviation, then this is your 2 deviation, then this is your 3 deviation, like that. Don't worry, I'll tell you. There is something called as empirical rule, which tells you that within 1 deviation, how many data points are going to get covered? Within 2 deviation, how many percentage of data points are going to get covered? Like that. Data set, and then we will do one case study based on the normal distribution. Okay. So I hope everybody knows how to read the data set and everybody doing it practically with me. Okay. Because if you are not going to do that, later you will face challenges. I think you know beforehand only. Let's start. We can match. Standard normal distribution. So I'm just suggesting you guys quickly read the data set. Okay. So that we can perform, read both of the data sets which I have given to you. Okay. The BML one and the Glexo one. Let me read that with you as well. Let's say import as PD. PD dot read underscore CSV. I hope you guys know how to read the data set. If somebody fails to do so, you can let me know. Okay, I will help you with that. Get info, copy the path, then write the name of the data set, and your job is done. Copy the name as it is, okay? You can see after Glexo, there is some space. So copy that space as well, unless it is going to create problem for you. And once you are done reading the data set, it will give you the overview kind of this. Okay. So I'm just storing that in the variable Glexo underscore DF. Now for BML underscore DF, I'm doing the same thing. PD dot read CSV. Okay. It is again there in the same path. So I'm just copying the path. I just need to see what is the actual name of my file. BEML. Yeah, this one. Here info, copying the name, pasting it down. Okay, so I'm done reading both of my data sets. Check. Okay. Data of stats. So I'm done reading my both of the data sets. Once you guys are also done, just drop one quick confirmation in the chat box. Even if you are getting stuck, please do let me know. Okay, I'm just giving you a moment. Only if you give me confirmation, then we'll move forward. Yeah, no problem.
Neha, can you please scroll up a little bit?
Yeah, sure.
Thank
The path is going to be different for you people, okay? Just don't follow the as it is path as that of mine. Okay. No problem. Chalo, let's move forward, guys. Now you can see you are having two stocks data sets. Now let's have a quick overview of the data set. What is it is talking all about? Okay. You can see we are having those who are having the knowledge of stocks. You guys can clearly read this data set. But let's say those who are very newcomer, let me tell you, we are having the date. So you can see every date 4 January, 5 January, 6 January, 7 January, 8 January, till we are having the data 30th of December 2016. Okay, overall we are having 1739 rows and 8 columns. Understand that this is the stock price prediction according to the days, right? Every entry you will see some new date or new day. Okay, now looking at the screen, there is one thing. We call this trading or stock market as intraday. Okay, intraday means what? We are buying the stocks in the morning. Whenever I feel like the stock price is going high, low, whatever it is, I'm going to sell it. Okay. Within that day. I'm not keeping it for the forever investment or let's say whenever the stock price will go up, I'll sell it. No. It is intraday. You are buying stock in the morning and you are trying to sell within any time of the day whenever you feel like. Okay. So here you can see what is the opening price of the stock for that day. What is the highest price that stock reached? What is the lowest price the stock reached throughout the day? What is the last price when the stock, let's say before closing, what was the last price? And at what price the stock was closed? Okay. Total trade quantity, how many intraday traders traded on that particular day? What was the turnover of that stock? Okay. Likewise, we are having different types of entry for these particular columns. Similar columns are there for the DEML stock as well. As I told you, this is real-time data, okay? So this data set is available in Kaggle. If you want, you guys can pick that. Basically, what happens, once they are done with the data sets, or let's say when they are done with the data, they feel like this data set is not going to create any sort of harm if they are going to publish it, then they publish such kind of real-time data set for people like us, for practicing, for understanding the stocks. Okay, so this is real-time data, but this data is as of no kind of use to the stock traders. Okay, so now we are going to write the basic codes, basic Panda programming, or let's say basic Panda methods on this data set. Okay, so since what is the purpose? This this data set contains daily stock price, open and close. You can see we are having the open price of the stock and we are having the close price of the stock. Okay. So suppose if I want to find the gain percentage, getting it? Gain percentage means what? Within different days, what is the gain percentage? Let's say previously the stock was closed in this price. Now currently it is getting close in this price. So what is the gain percentage? Are we going in the gain or are we going in the loss? Okay. Similarly, we are going to find for this entry, for this entry, for this entry, like that. We will find the gain percentage respective to the previous close price for every entry in this data set. Okay. What we are going to achieve by that? If we understand the gain percentage of the stock, we can find the average gain percentage, and we can say that if this stock is on an average basis going in profit or loss, or should I put money in the Glaxo data set, or let's say Glaxo stock or DMO stock? That is the major goal. That we have to identify in which stock we should invest with what amount of risk. Okay, getting the point? So we have to find the gain percentage. We have to understand which stock is good on the basis of that gain percentage. Okay. So for gain percentage, my only two columns are important: the date and the closing price. Because what I told you, gain percentage means what? To understand this stock is profitable or this stock is profitable, I am going to calculate the gain for every day, right? Let's say today, on the basis of the previous day, how many gain percentage or how much gain percentage is there? Now, the second day, what was the gain percentage? Is my stock is going up or it is going down? You can see previously the value was 1625.65. That was the closing value. Now the closing value for 5th January is less, right? Again, it is going high. Again, it is going high. Then it is again less. So we have to check what is the variation happening in the gain, right? Within these two, we will see some sort of variation that we are going in the loss. Within this, we will see that we are going in the profit again. We will again see that we are going in the gain again. We will see that we are going in the loss again. So this gain and loss variation according to the closing price, we are going to find. Okay. Before going in that direction, first let's extract these two columns from the data set. Which two columns? Your date and your close column. Okay. So what is the name of my data set? Glaxo DM. I'm simply writing DML underscore DF. Okay. DEML underscore DF dot ILOC you can also choose, no issues. Within the ILOC, you have to mention the column, indexes. What is the index of date column? 0. What is the index of close? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So what I'm going to mention, I need 20 rows. For that, I'm putting column. If you guys have the concept, if you know the concept of slicing, this will make sense to you. Okay. If you are selecting all the columns, sorry, all the rows, then you have to simply put colon here. For the selection of columns, I'm simply going to write 0, comma, 12 as their index position. Running it. If you check your DEML underscore DF, you will see you are having date and close. You have other option as well. Like you can simply write this thing as well. I'm commenting it. What is the reason? Because either of them you can write. DML underscore DF. Within that, choose the column date and choose another column which is close. Okay. So either you can write this one. If you are unable to understand this one, then you can choose this one as well. Both of them are correct. Okay. Both of them are correct. Now, anyone has any sort of doubt in this? We are getting error in which part? First part.
For extracting the column.
Yeah, drop your command in the chat box.
Error.
Index error, positional index are out of bound. Okay. So the command do.dialog. So correct. Why it is strong error? Positional indexes are out of bound. It should not show error, but if it is, then you can give this one a try. Okay. I'll acknowledge it by the end of the session. Okay. Take this one as well.
I'm also getting error.
You guys are getting error for this. Okay. Let me modify them. Right? Something like this, it is going to work. Why is it showing out of bond? You guys run all the cells, right? Then you are running this one.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So either you can write this one or you can write this one. We have multiple ways. So if this is not working, then you can try this one as well. Okay. Each one of them are correct. Okay. Any issues? Is it working?
No.
If this command is also not working.
Just a second. Let me recheck.
Yeah.
I just wanted to confirm, actually, are you running the command twice? Because if you run the first one, then the data set is changed in the, so you said BML equal to PML ILO, right?
Yeah.
If you're running it again and again, that time the command won't work.
Maybe this ran the cell 2-3 times. Okay, no issues. Still no issues, guys. This will create no issue. This command will create no issue. Be quick, guys. Quick, quick. You can't be spending 2 to 3 minutes just for a command. Done? Shall we move forward?
Megha, can you please scroll up a little bit?
So what I have done, imported the pandas, read the data set. Once the data set is done running, I have seen what the data set is looking like. Once it is also done, the next thing what we are doing is extracting 2 columns and storing that in the data set df. Okay, I'm modifying my data set. Previously, DEML_df was containing 8 columns, right? Now I'm simply slicing the data set up, or let's say extracting only those columns which are of my use.
Yes, got it.
Okay. I'm moving forward, guys. Now, let's check the data type. Okay, similarly, you have to perform the same thing for the Glexo data set as well. Okay, these two are going hand in hand. So the data set was Glexo_df. You have to extract the similar columns for the Glexo data set as well. Okay, date and closing price. The thing which you have done for DEML, do the same thing for the Glexo as well, because we have to use this data, both of these data sets, hand in hand.
Then Glexo_df, I guess.
This one. Okay.
Yes.
Once you are done with DML, you have to do the same for Glexo. Okay. So, since it is done, let's move forward. Let's check the data type. Okay. So now this is your variable name. For checking the data type, the columns, what we are going to use, dot dtypes. You can also write, let's say, dot info. There are so many methods of checking it. So I'm just simply writing dtypes. Okay, you can see date is showing the data type as object, whereas close is showing the data type as flow. Okay, so you can see this is the wrong format. Date should carry the data type of what? Date type. Okay, so we have to change the data type now. Okay, now what we will do, we will convert this string type of value into date time. This date should be in the date time format, right? And you have to do for both, for Glexo and for BEML. Okay, I am telling you for BEML also it will show some object type of data. Okay, no, we have to convert this into the date time. How we can convert this? Simply write Glexo underscore DF, that is the name of your data set. What is the name of your column? Date, writing it down. This is going to select the column for you. Now, what is the next thing? Simply copy paste the same thing here by writing td dot to date time. This will convert your column into the date time format. Okay, putting one equals to here. PD dot to date time will help you to convert your date column into the date time format. Okay, you can see the format is wrong for the data sets. We have to change the format first, and only we'll be able to work with that data set. Okay, now if you check, run this cell. Okay, let's see. My spelling was wrong. इतनी बड़ी warning. Just a minute. I did give the warning. चलो change हो गया. Ignore the warning, guys. Okay, so this will change the date time column. You can see previously it was showing the object here. Now it is going to show date time 64 nanoseconds. Give me the confirmation, and you have to perform the same thing for BEML as well. Okay, I'm writing the same command for BEML underscore DF. The column name is date. PD dot to date time. Anybody is facing error kya in the above command while converting the data type?
No.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
What error it is giving?
Value error.
Value error.
Yeah, the same.
Okay. Wait, let me read the error. Time does not match the format. At position 7, you want to try passing format in your string to have consistent format. Oh God. Let me mention the format. Okay. Wait a minute. We have to change the format. As in, we have to write DD and then YY something like that. Or just give this one a try. If to date time is not working, this is the problem with pandas actually. Okay? Whenever with every update, something is going to get accepted. Type date time 64 nanosecond. This is again one command that will help you to convert the date time. ये वाला try करके देखो quickly and then tell me if it is working or not. Unless we'll change the format. Let me check what is the actual year is first, right? And then month, and then date. So let me change the format here. Mat karo mehnat, let me write the command. First, you have to mention the date should come, then slash month should come, then slash year should come. Copy this very carefully, okay? Then your R should come. That is percentage H. And then your month should come. Sorry, minutes should come. And then your seconds. Like that. So this is DD bylaw format. Whenever you convert your data, let's say column into date time, you have to choose DD YY. Okay. Let me check if it is coming in that format. Again, here is coming first. Why? It is correctly, yes. Format is also correct. Is it still giving you error?
Yes, it's still
Yep.
still the same.
Even it is not changing for me. Wait a minute. Time data. Again. Yes, if you don't. Just a minute, okay? It should work. I don't know why it is not working. Now we have only last option. Just a minute, okay? PD data. So this is creating the index. Wait a minute, guys. Check it. How many issues? Let me erase all of this and let me run this once again. Okay, just showing object type. Okay, no problem. Let me write, let's go underscore df. Just take a pause, okay? Let me do it and then you guys will try. Equals to pd dot date time. Inside the date. Okay. Now this is done. Let's choose STR format. D. Year. Okay. Hold on this one. So let us give an error. But now to store this in this same variable. Not working.
We can try giving the format and mix. It will take automatically with the when you apply the format automatically.
Yeah, here it's not talking about, right?
It's
But I have given one as well, it's still not working.
format and mix not that value to be mixed.
But you're trying to say that I should get?
Instead of giving V M Y like upon percent D percent, instead of giving that give mixed MI activity.
Okay, instead of giving this, I should write mixed.
Yes. In the code.
Okay. Next,
Double.
double quotes, okay. Is it a parameter?
Now if
Let
you
me
check
check how. Here it is giving the Wally is trying to set a copy of slice from the data frame, trying to use log, that we know. See the documentation, we